your worst boss. Now imagine discovering that this same boss, who tormented you daily, was the very man responsible for years of harassing debt collector calls, blowing up your phone. And with one simple choice, you suddenly held the power to ruin him completely. That's exactly what happened to me. And trust me, the fallout was legendary. If you've ever dreamed of seeing karma catch up to a bully, you're gonna love this. Make sure to subscribe and like this video, because today's story is a masterclass in poetic justice. And I promise, you'll never look at your phone number the same way again. Back in 2004, I had just finished high school. My parents got me my very first cell phone, a second-hand Nokia. It wasn't flashy, but to me it was freedom. Still, I promised myself one day I'd buy a brand new phone with my own hard-earned money. That day came during my first year of college. I'd just won a prestigious academic award and used the prize money to buy a shiny Sony Ericsson K300A. Along with it, I purchased what I thought was a premium SIM card. Little did I know that SIM card came with a curse. Within days, calls started flooding in. Banks, credit companies, and shady debt collectors, all asking for a man named Bitsa. At first, I thought it was just a mix-up. But the calls never stopped. For years, I lived with this annoyance, blocking numbers one by one. Every new phone meant starting the blocking process all over again. It was irritating, yes, but nothing compared to what was waiting for me in the feature fast forward to 2010. I had graduated, landed my first job, and was excited to prove myself. That excitement didn't last. Our department was thrown under the control of a notorious project manager known as Bits. And let me tell you, he was every employee's nightmare. From day one, he ruled with fear, endless emails, day and night, meetings scheduled during lunch breaks and weekends, public tirades where he screamed at people until they broke down. He thrived on chaos. Deadlines shifted on his whim, and the slightest mistake was punished with humiliation. He took credit for successes, blamed us for failures, and micromanaged everything. Working under him felt like being in a prison where sleep, peace, and dignity were all luxuries. The cruel twist: he was from the same hometown as me. Same school too, just years earlier. It was embarrassing to think we shared any roots at all. In 2012, our company merged with a parent organization. Suddenly, we had access to Outlook and a full organizational hierarchy chart. That's when I saw Bit's full name. I froze. Could it be? My hated manager and the mysterious Bitsa, who had cursed me with years of debt collector calls, were they the same person? I reached out to an old mentor back home, someone who knew just about everyone from our area. The confirmation came back quickly, yes. My boss was the very same man whose abandoned debts had haunted my phone for nearly a decade. The rage that boiled inside me was indescribable. For years, I had silently suffered under both his professional abuse and the harassment his old number brought into my life. And now fate had dropped a golden opportunity into my hands. Harassment. Were desperate to find him. And suddenly, thanks to me, they had a direct line. At the office, whispers spread quickly. Bit's phone rang nonstop. Collectors, banks, even lawyers. Then his manager started receiving calls too. No one could escape the storm. For weeks, he grew more and more erratic. His temper flared hotter than ever, but underneath you could see the cracks forming. He was cornered. 2 months later, the news broke Bits was gone. Fired. No grand farewell, no redemption arc. Just a man consumed by the very lies and debts he thought he'd buried. And me. I didn't need to say a word. I just sat back and watched as karma unfolded, perfectly timed, perfectly devastating. For years, he had made my life, and countless others' lives, a living hell. But in the end, his downfall wasn't because someone fought him directly. It was because his own past, his own greed finally caught up to him. All I had to do was open the floodgates. The man who once thought he could control everyone ended up powerless against the tidal wave of his own mistakes. And that was the sweetest revenge of all. Sometimes, justice doesn't come from shouting the loudest or fighting the hardest. Sometimes, all it takes is patience and a little push in the right direction. If there's one lesson here, it's this: sooner or later, people always face the consequences of the chaos they create. Sometimes, justice doesn't come from shouting the loudest or fighting the hardest. Sometimes, all it takes is patience and a little push in the right direction. If there's one lesson here, it's this: sooner or later, people always face the consequences of the chaos they create. So what do you think? Was my revenge too harsh, or exactly what he deserved? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you've ever seen karma strike like lightning, share your story too. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more epic Reddit revenge tales. Until next time, remember, sometimes the best revenge is letting karma do the heavy lifting.